All right. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you guys. Sorry, it's running a couple seconds late here. I'm gonna start out like usual with the AMX AC 48 here. Hopefully, everyone's having a good day. But tonight, like usual, Monday here, I'm going to be platooning for the first 2 hours. Sorry, I'm just catching up on a couple things. Platooning for the first 2 hours. After that, I'll be soloing. So if anybody does want a platoon, feel free to send me a message, and I will do my best to get you in here. There we go. But hello everyone. Nice to see a lot of you guys here already. We have quite a few requests. I was a little bit behind, honestly. I was having like a little trip down memory lane. I re-downloaded Shattered Galaxy, and I was trying to log into some of my accounts. I only could get into one of them, which unfortunately was not exactly my main account, so it has level 1 everything on it, but which is kind of sucks, but I was able to log on and kind of dink around a little bit there, so I was a little bit distracted. But it actually, chai sniping, John, more or less what I treat it as. Like, some people might think it's a little bit different, but chai sniping is basically sitting very far back, say all the way in the back where you're not that useful to your team, for the sole purpose of basically padding your stats with damage. It doesn't mean like people always sitting in the back are doing it, or you know, you shouldn't be sitting far away from the fight, but it basically means sitting far away from the enemy for the sole purpose of not being spotted and just dishing out damage, which, you know, it sounds decent, and you know, it's honestly not the worst thing in the world to do, but most of the time people doing it, you know, you're not helping your team. You're basically just sitting, you know, way in the back, and if the enemy starts pushing up, you go run even further, hide behind someone else. But kind of closing out my thought of a Shattered Galaxy, I might be able to. I have to set it up. One of these days, I'm actually kind of interested in doing like a little mini stream. Whether it's like a small part of my typical streaming time, or a separate stream of its own, one dedicated to Shattered Galaxy, to where there's actually a small little population still going on. The company running it actually gave everyone basically free, what used to be the premium account there. It was a monthly, it was actually a free-to-play game, but you could pay for a monthly subscription. They gave that to everybody, so you know, there's about 100 people on at the highest highest times, so it's actually pretty fun. But I just thought I might do it because I always talk about it. Might as well let you guys see what I'm always rambling about. So, but yes, I'm on the NA server. Pretty much all you gotta do, send me a message. If you have every tier, that is wonderful. If you don't, I might only be able to do a couple matches with you. Alright, I might not last long in this little spot here. Yep. And I got no buildings to hide behind. I might die. But yeah, it's actually... Well, if I log onto my account that I can get into, I was trying to remember my password for my other main account, or my other two main accounts, I should say, but the email tied to them is no longer an email address, so I can't actually recover the account, and I can't actually remake the email address. Unfortunately, it's that old of an email. So well, but yeah, I have other options available where a few other people might be kind enough to lend me an account to use who have basically a leveled up account. It's a Shattered Galaxy. It's basically a game that came out in like the very early 2000s, and honestly, it was basically one of the first MMO PvP games. It's pretty cool, but it's just having like a little bit of a very small resurgence of people playing it again. It would be cool just to show off for, you know, like an hour or so. Hello, Wayne and Dingo, nice to see you. And everybody else. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling on about an old game here. What car do I drive? Depends on the day. Sometimes I drive Ryan's or mine, but me personally, it's a Subaru Forester. Well, I remembered my password to my first account, but unfortunately how the game works, my first account has nothing. I never really leveled it up. I hopped into a, you know, back then, you know, being basically what, like 12 years old or something, I had to put X's on the end of my name. You know, my account wasn't good enough because I didn't have X's flanking my username. See you, Dana. Hopefully your migraine goes away. But yeah, unfortunately my other ones, I don't remember my password because I actually put, you know, it wasn't just like a dinky password. I actually, yeah. No, it's not 8-bit, but yes, Grigsby, that is correct. You can, if you Google it, you can find screenshots of it. You might actually be able to find little videos of it too. Hello, Mojo. But thank you very much, Graham, for hanging in there and helping us get a win there. But at least we got a win here. My first tank request is a grind, so why don't I hop into this little guy here. Luckily, I don't really get too many headaches. It's weird. Like, if I get one, I know it's been a bad day. But yeah, as far as today's stream, since it is longer, you know, I'm gonna go to at least 10 p.m. I have plenty of time for tank requests. Yeah. Well, today I don't have a headache, but I'm definitely a little. I'm whooped from today. Like it was. It's pretty crappy out. Like we're supposed to get a ton of rain again here soon, but pretty much we're open from 8 to 11:30 for breakfast service, and you know about Mondays we typically do like 165-ish people, and you would think, you know, typically you do the bulk of them between 9:30 and 11. Today it was about 9:30 and we did about 15 people out of the 160-ish people we did. And then from 9:30 to about 10:15 we did 100. I was like dead, like on the floor, like ready to flop over and give up for today. It's just literally everybody, and like giant families, because a lot of big families are staying in the hotel, all came down at once because it was crappy out and raining. I was like, are you kidding me, people? Like, it was brutal. It was probably the worst, basically the highest amount of people we ever did in a short amount of time. Because we only have 2 cooks, so there just came a point where basically I cook on a about 12-foot long, give or take a couple feet, flat top grill for like French toast, pancakes, sandwiches, stuff like that. I had so much stuff on it, it couldn't even cook. It couldn't even cook pancakes. They were just taking so long because it couldn't keep up with it. It was a little insane. Why did I reload? I did not want to do that. Sorry, Graham. I just bounced off the frickin' 140, of course. No! Is he gonna come down and get me? Oh, I remember a couple streams ago I did that and someone actually chased me down here. Does not look like that guy is gonna do it, unfortunately. Alright. I am spotting him, unfortunately for him. I am in a pickle. I don't think I can get out of here, but I'm going to try. Guess we'll never find out if I can get out of there. Props to that guy, I guess, for stalking me, even though I was in a spot that he pretty much can't get out of. Alright. So, moving along here, I have a VK3001D up next. Hello, Lord Chipmunk, nice to see you. How many eggs did we go through today? We typically go through, like, I don't know exactly today, but let's see. I'm trying to visualize it. That's how I go off of most things. About 180 eggs, whole eggs, but that's not, you know, not everything on our menu uses whole eggs. But more or less, like, oh, there's one point at breakfast where like one flat of eggs, it holds 30 eggs. I went through one and a half of those in the span of about 3 minutes, where I was just sitting there cracking them one after another for the tickets that came in. And I look over at the other guy, and he's like, holy hell, like, what the hell just came in? And I'm like, turn around and look at it. It was like the entire, like, 3 or 4 tickets that came in were just all me. Like eggs benedicts and like breakfast sandwiches and stuff. But I made it through it. This is not going to be good. But my main crappy part of the day was all of our orders came in basically during lunch. Monday's like big order day for us in a restaurant right after a weekend, and it was like downpouring at the time, so it came in at the end of lunch, so I had to stay for an extra hour. I didn't get home until after 4, and I had to put everything away alone because, you know, I sent all the guys home. Nighttime guys have basically, once we leave, they take over cooking. Like, we don't close, so they can't exactly put stuff away fast enough. But it kind of felt bad. The delivery guy was like, trying my best to keep everything dry, but it's like literally downpouring. Which, yeah, this is gonna be a sucky match, unfortunately. I need to stop daydreaming and start paying attention. Unfortunately, though, got a really tiny map being top tier, which usually does not equate to a great match, just because being bottom tier, it helps if you can stay outside of the view range of other guys, but yeah, not really doable on mines. I actually can hit him. But he's probably going to end up blind firing me, but... Don't push forward. Yeah. I was about to say, I'll die if he pushed any forward, and he did. Alrighty then. Which, the stream's saying you might be encountering a little bit of buffering. So hopefully that kind of irons itself out here. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, so far. Yeah. Sorry for the first few matches here. I was kind of a little bit distracted. All right, so on to the M3 Lee to set things right here. But yeah, as far as my workday goes, it was. I'm glad it's over. On to my weekend, so. Yes, Randall. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct there. We do buy them. Basically, we just call it a case. But yeah, you are correct. 144 eggs is called a gross. We go for about 3 or 4 a week, typically. I try my best, nice cuppa. 30v30, I'm not exactly excited about it, but we'll see. I just... I don't know. I don't think the 30v30 standard battles was the best showing of 30v30. I think the objective base one that they had tested first, the one back on the Normandy map. Unfortunately, I couldn't stream it, but basically, you know, you unlock the map, there was attacking and defending side. And it wasn't just like standard deathmatch, more or less. I think that was much better than just random 30v30, but we'll see. Last time I played the standard 30v30, it felt horribly imbalanced because the game isn't really set up for maps that large and with that amount of tanks, because it just boils down to basically light tanks spotting and tearing apart fat slow tanks and arty, even though there's a limited amount of them, pretty much just tears them apart too before heavies and TDs can actually do anything. But it turns out to be fairly campy. Yeah, he made it back there. Thank you very much, Krigsby, for the tip. Sorry the match kind of sucked. If you would like, I can actually try to get to it a little bit later in the stream. I should have plenty of time to get to it. Time to get lead. I don't think they did, Daniel. I think more or less they kind of put it on the back burner because I don't think they have a very good plan on how to implement it as a separate game mode and get people to actually play it, because it does require, you know, a fairly decent population. I think they would honestly be fine just meshing it in to random battles like they are with the current 30v30 and just having it randomly appear. I think that would be alright, but the only problem with that is those matches do take a little bit longer, but it would be hard for them to do it because you have to select, basically, because you can respawn. It's not like you're just picking one tier 10 and going into it. So I think if they find a system that they can do that, it would work out well. But if it's a separate game mode, I think the only way it's going to work in the long run, say like across, you know, a few month span, is if they kind of treat it like ranked battles, to where I think ranked battles, honestly, I think it's dumb that they are limited in time, but I think the objective-based 30v30, they'd be very smart to kind of limit that to like a special event, essentially. Have it pop up, say, every weekend, or even if it's just like every day for X amount of hours, but change the hours so everyone has a chance to actually play them, depending on what time zone they're in. But I think that would be their best bet, because it wouldn't be, you know, it'd kind of be special where you only get it a few hours a day, so people would actually join and play it, and they'd be able to kind of buff up the rewards to kind of give people an incentive for playing it. But decent match here, Master Best Second Class. Nice match, and we got a pretty easy win there. Not super, you know, overwhelming, but I didn't think that we're gonna lose that. The whole match there. Alright, I'll send you a PM, Master, when there's a spot available. Alright, so we have a grind up next here. But thank you again, Grigsby, for the tip. I know, I killed a T-67. Hit a tank a tier lower. I was very happy. Actually a pretty decent suggestion, nice Kappa. Alright, so not exactly the best map here. The derp gun on the T-49 is the worst gun out of the two, to be honest. You are much better off using the 90. Same thing with the Sheridan, using the standard 105 on it. Just it's accurate even while moving around at full speed, got good penetration, good damage potential, and you actually can play it like a light tank. You're not just running around trying to YOLO at people at close range and hoping for the best. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Oh, I know. But, you know, I'm not saying that the derp guns on the T-49 and Sheridan are bad, but they basically handicap what you can do. There's situations where, you know, they are the better guns, but for most circumstances, for a light tank, you're better off using the standard guns available on said tanks. I need to approach this carefully here. No problem, Grigsby. Typically, yeah, if I have a really bad match in a tank, and I think I have time, I will add it back in. Because I always try to give you guys at least a decent showing, but honestly, I was a little bit distracted, you know, in these first few battles here. I don't know if I want to push in there alone, to be honest. Honestly, this guy is spotting us. There we go, he's dead. Yep, this guy hit by a T-54. Got their attention though. I certainly did that. Yeah, and the 704 got me. I really got myself in a spot I couldn't get out of there, unfortunately. I'm just typing this. Alright, at least we got a win there. Yeah, it did say that as far as the stream, it did say there is a little bit of buffering. I don't know why. I didn't change any settings. So I don't know, I guess it's doing something different today. But alright, so we have a type 5. Oh. But as far as... Yeah, I actually didn't really watch the end of that, sorry. Good job though, Graham, and even how you pronounce your name. Chivy? I think Chivy. But I'll send you a... Anybody that does want to join the platoon, just feel free to message me and I'll fit you in. Master, I'll send you a PM or an invite soon. We'll make space after a while if you want to join in. But as far as the Shattered Galaxy stream, I might try that. But more or less, I'm gonna try to maybe set it up for... I might pop on for like a little stream tomorrow. We'll see. I may be able to do something like that, so that way I'm not you know, kind of stealing time from World of Tanks. So don't be surprised if you see me live tomorrow. I just need to figure out how to actually stream this game, because more or less whenever I load it up, Shatter Galaxy, it changes my screen resolution, because I have two screens here to basically 480p. It's tiny. Like, it shows up, if I can kind of outline it, basically it shows up as that large, almost, you know, basically not even a quarter of the screen. So I have to figure out a way in OBS to kind of blow that up, make it full screen, and hopefully that'll work out. Which 23, I'm not exactly sure if I have the Churchill 7. I know I have the Churchill 1, I know I have the Black Prince, but I'm not sure about the 7. Which, hello, Stefan. More work stories? What would you like to hear? We'll say I kind of want to stop talking about work, because but yeah, only because my days off are coming up, so I like to decompress. I'm sure a lot of people know what I'm talking about. I don't have the Foch 155, unfortunately. Well, I can play the Churchill 1 or the Black Prince if you'd like. They play pretty similar. But as far as the 7 goes, I don't have that one specifically. Honestly, sorry, Chivy, but, you know, I'm not really I'm not chatting here. It's not even anything about that. It's, you know, I'm trying to play the game and stream here. But, yeah, working towards the Fosh 155. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this somewhat soon without getting or using a ton of free experience. I have enough to where I can just free XP it, but I don't want to spend that much gold and money on it. But we'll see. Alright, we got 3 guys heading that way. Awesome. That's enough of a push to where I'll head this way now. Yes, I plan on doing that, Blue Mac. I'm up to the AMX AC48. More or less, I'm just grinding to reduced amount of free experience. Trying to kind of wiggle my way in between these guys. I have a good amount of HP to where I can just kind of pop out here and take a few shots. Alright, they're starting to push, so kind of have to help them by moving up here. If we don't, they're just going to get focused on very heavily. Really? I just shot over him. Gotta freaking love it. Like I thought I was aiming 100% at him, and it shot right over his roof. Go figure. Hello, Gunner. The TVP, Gunner, again, any new tank lines are going to take a while. I basically need to finish more or less most, if not all of my... Sorry, WZ. That was my bad. Most or all of my grinds I'm currently doing. And then I'll be able to start new lines, so... It's just going to take a little bit. Hello, Super Cat. There we go. Pop goes the light tank. Anyway, got a nice little win there. Our team pretty much just rolled right over them. That was almost as easy as they come at tier 10. So I have a T-26E5 Patriot. I was gonna say 999 ping is not exactly not exactly playable, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, I wish I could grind out basically every line I have remaining. It's just I'm pretty much at a standstill right now with just doing tier 9s right now, so... Well, thank you very much, Blue Mac, for this subscription. No, I have a Patriot. Yeah, thank you very much for the subscription. Hello, Fix It. But, Master, if it works for you, I'll probably say since you don't have I don't think you have a tier 10 yet, It'll probably be after the T110E3. I'll send you a message or an invite. Hello, David. Nice to see you. And Azul. I just really hope that their T30 does not end up over here. Not too afraid of this WZ-132. As long as I stay slightly angled, he has a very low chance to actually pen me. That guy, on the other hand, I'm a little bit concerned about. I don't even care if I get shot in the side by a medium. I need to do my best to get that Scorpion out. Well, top tier, tier 5 is a good thing, but if your ping's 999, I don't think having a tier 5 and a tier 1 match would do any good. I've had that happen a couple times where it's just terrible, the frickin' ping. Just no hope. Yeah, I don't mind the T-30 shooting me, even if he pens me, which I don't think he'll be able to. Yeah, he actually only has the 120mm. Yeah, I'm not afraid of him at all now. I still have plenty of HP for him to have to chew through to make me concerned. More or less, I'll play super aggressive up to the point that I get down to one-shottable levels if my team's in the lead, just because typically you can put yourself in a spot where you know when you're going to be popping out and getting shot by somebody. So as long as I can take a shot from somebody, I'm fairly confident that I'll be able to kind of pull back and not get taken out. Okay, you have 5, 6, and then just 10. Okay. That's actually kind of hard to work with. Why don't I'll send you an invite when we get to the Hellcat then. We can do the Hellcat and the T110E3. That would work. Okay, now I'm down to 11 HP. Getting a little bit closer to death here. I'm on the NA East server. That's no problem not having every tier if the amount of games. Like, tier 10 is not the end-all be-all, honestly. It's just, for the streams, the way I do it with tank requests, that's the only problem with platooning during a stream. And I mainly just do that because it makes things simple. For me, for you guys, that way everyone's on the same page. Well, we'll definitely be able to get 2 in with the Hellcat and the T-110E3. I'm actually missing quite a bit of shots here. Yeah. I shouldn't even pulled around the corner. Oh well. I have done that. But somehow got a mastery badge 2nd class out of all that. Top 2 damage. That's not too shabby. Glad we got another win here. Having a pretty easy time getting some wins. So we have a Strev 1030 up here next. Hello Marco, nice to see you. Levi's like passed out. Oh, hi little bud. Yeah, he's he's a little bit tired. I tried playing with him and brought him outside, but it's so crappy out. He was like, dude, you're trying to make me walk in the rain. Like, the hell is up with that? Okay, thank you very much, Victor. I will take a look at that. Hello, Arctic Aim, nice to see you. I do have that blue, yes. What's better, the IS-2 or the Comet? I would say the IS-2. Let's see. Not seeing a whole lot over here. Okay, I actually have a little bit more than I thought, but I think I'll be better off over here because I can't really push on them very well. Glad I can help a little bit, Azul. I hope everything's, everything, you know, gets better, though. Yeah, you always need some kind of distraction or something that basically gets all the stress out. It's like, for me, that's always been video games. You know, now that I live stream, it's, you know, live streaming typically gets my mind off things, but video games has always kind of been my outlet for, you know, decompressing. So thank you for tipping Levi. That's not good, Gunner. Alright. Yes, I can try to help out here. It's just, my team is doing very well in the north, which is actually wonderful. But pushing out on this thing scares the shit out of me. Oh god, there's a T-57. I'm glad I ran away there. I'm just gonna stay up here. I'm gonna set up next to this here building. Yeah, I'm safe enough here. They will not be able to flank me easily, if at all. Never mind, he's a goner. Really? Oh, and he's using a heat round. You're awesome, dude. We really need to worry about the base. That actually slipped. Do you want me to play the IS-4 or the 7? Or are you asking me which one is better? I would say the IS-7, but if you'd like me to play one, I will pop into one, Marco. Alright, I'm honestly one of the very few people that can actually stop the cap here. So what I'm gonna do seems extremely stupid, but there's only 20 seconds left. So I honestly need to get in here, damage the hell out of this guy, and ruin their capping chances. And pulling up to him, it's going to make it next to impossible for him to be able to damage me. He was just kind of bouncing off a little bit. So that actually worked out. Extremely bad for my tank's survival chances, but that gave us the highest chance to win here. What kind of PC do I have? You can find my PC specs. I think this works. Ugh, I actually have to look. I made a command for it, I believe. Yeah, that's right. But at least we're gonna get a win here. Do I have an account for you? No. I do not have an account for anybody. Hello, Glenn. Thank you for the subscription. They honestly, yeah. To me, drunk does not lead to any good decisions. Then again, I don't really drink at all, so. I do have a bat chat, yes. But got another win. Always good. So next up, I'm gonna have a. Oh, thank you very much for platooning. But we got quite a few wins there. I think in the beginning we had a little bit of hiccups, but after that it went pretty well. Alright, so we have the Hellcat coming up here. Thank you very much, Marco, for the subscription. Basically Mirthful. Yeah, thank you for popping out there, Chivy. I will take a look at your videos later on tonight. Basically, you know, I got a stream here, and then after that, I'll be able to look at them a little bit after the stream. Typically I'm up waiting for Ryan to get done work, but after the stream I actually have to go outside in the rain, and right now in my fridge I have, it's gonna sound completely gross, but some of you guys might know why. I have 3,000 ladybugs in my fridge. They're in packages, they can't get out. And the fridge keeps them kind of dormant. More or less I have to release them into my garden because I have a bunch of little aphids in my garden. So alright, he's gonna passive scout, so I'll kinda hop over this way. I will say, I see you got 2 more tank requests. It's getting close to where I'm gonna kinda say that they're gonna be full after a little bit. I do have the IS-7 on the list, Marco, yes. Dingo, I have Discord for the stream. It is set up to where it could do voice comms. I don't typically use it just because for a stream, I like to keep things pretty simple, and you know, balancing other people's voice against my very quiet mouse level voice. I have been told my voice is basically relatable to the volume of a mouse, and you know, just different people popping in and out. I like to keep things pretty straightforward and simple, so that's why you typically, you know, I don't do voice comms during a stream. It's just less things to go wrong. And God forbid, not that I think anybody, you know, that I've platooned with before would, but say someone like joins in and just starts randomly cursing and stuff. The way YouTube works now, it is very, they're moving a little bit towards like more parent and kid friendly. Just a few things like that honestly can not ruin your YouTube account, but basically it classifies your videos differently, different age level, and it's really freaking complex if you watch videos about it. But if one of your videos gets marked as being like not safe for, say, people 18 and younger, it does, you know, it basically hurts your videos standing in a way. It's, yeah. It's confusing. I try my best to kind of read up on things, but yeah. Mainly though, it has to deal with like me basically not being that loud. So more or less you would probably just hear everyone else talking. I'd be like, meep. Uh-oh, our Comet's getting ganged up on over here. Retreat, and I'm dead. That was probably not a very good move by me, but oh well. Ladybugs are us. I bought them honestly off of Amazon. Tons of places sell them. They only cost me, honestly, at Amazon points, but they cost me technically $2, but it would have cost me 14 bucks, I think, including shipping, to get that many. Even though I only purchased 1,500, but I opened up the box today, and like it wasn't a gigantic like company sending them to me. It was a guy, like, I think it was called like Hertz Gardens or something. He sent a little, he put a little note in there and said, "Here's some extra." So I got double the amount I got. He's getting a good review. I usually don't review people. See you, Charlie. Thank you very much for watching. No, I have not heavy assault, but I wouldn't be able to even if like I probably could cook in the military or like something electronic, but yeah, my knees basically say like just even doing like a physical fitness test or something, like how you see them like jumping over logs and stuff, my knees would blow up. I forget the technical term, but essentially floating kneecaps, I think is the general saying, to where my kneecaps, at least my one I had basically reshapened, which was very painful. Basically my kneecaps, my joint is very shallow, so they float and they're really loose. To where I'm perfectly normal, but I have to be careful doing anything too crazy, or else, like if I'm not wearing a knee brace or something, they'll just pop out. Happened 5 times so far. To where, say a knee bends this way, mine has gone that way. It's kind of dangled off to the side. Fun stuff. Actually, I am very quiet in the kitchen, yes. Although today, probably the first time in, I would say, several months that I actually had to like yell at somebody, which actually got everyone else's attention. They're like, holy shit, Cody is yelling at somebody. Like everyone turned their heads. Like I kind of freaked everyone out, because I usually don't yell at people. Hop into the E3. Hey buddy, I'm gonna give you a tip. I know, I forgot to. He's back there patiently waiting, and I'm just... That was loud. Glad I did not just spill. Here you go. He has been waiting all stream for a tip. A ladybug omelet. No, I didn't count on Myrtle. But looking at the packages they're in, there's definitely 1,500 in a package. Give or take a few. And there's 2 of them in there. Like, I would bring them out, but I don't feel like walking to my fridge right now. Plus, I don't want to get their hopes up. Essentially, you can keep them... I didn't know this. I looked it up. Buying ladybugs, apparently... Basically, if you're buying them, they keep them in a refrigerator for, like, months at a time. And they just go dormant, like hibernate. But you can keep them for, like, a couple months as long as you, like, miss them every now and again. Yeah, for several months. It's kind of weird. Yes, I have Arctic Aim. Ah, nice. Yeah, like, honestly, my dad wanted me... Not that it's, like, actual military. He wanted me to go into the Coast Guard. Because I actually live near the primary Coast Guard training facility in the U.S. But yeah, there's no way I can do that without... basically needing to have both of my knees repaired. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Pretty much, Myrtle, yes. Everyone knew me as the kid that broke his knee in gym class. Basically, we were playing bombardment, so dodgeball, and one of my friends was in front of me, and he like fake threw a ball at me, and I dodged it, and my leg went the other direction. And I'm kind of laying on the ground like holding my knee. It was the first time that ever happened to me. And he comes up and he taps me on the head and says I'm out. And I'm just looking at him like in terror. He's like, oh shit, and he like starts screaming for the gym teacher to come over. I was gonna say, I bounced the first couple rounds there. I knew it was all gold after that. Yep. The funny thing is, shooting gold at a T110E3, for most tier 10s, you're either going to penetrate it or you're not in the lower plate. So throwing gold at it doesn't help you that much. Hello B-Mavs, nice to see you. I do, Marco, I have the T28 HTC. However, you know, you did request an IS-7, haven't even gotten to it yet, so I probably won't be able to get to the T28 since I'm going to be closing tank requests here soon. Uh-oh, this is not good. Yep. It's probably going to be one of my rare, terrible T110E3 matches. It's just, I am playing this a little bit out of its element, where typically I try to stay a little bit further away from tanks in the beginning, just because close up people can hit you in the lower plate very easily, but oh well. Better story about my knees. Weird freak kitchen accident. I think my bombardment story and dodgeball story is pretty unique. See, I did it once there. I jumped over a fence playing Jailbreak. It was a lot higher of a drop on the other side, and broke it again there. Broke it twice surfing. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna die here, but honestly, I'm over this match right now. Is this tank good? Yes, just crappy match this time, unfortunately. See him eyeing me up. Yeah. Just kill me. I want to move on. Yeah, unfortunately, just one of those matches where you just get stomped. Shit happens. My next up is tier 8. Alright, so I'll send you a invite here, Optimum. Yeah, the T110E3 line is very good. Actually my favorite tank as far as the T110E3. Alright. Hello, Optimum. Now, did I actually break or sprain my knee? Dislocate. So basically, you know, you have your two parts of your leg and your kneecap. Hi bud. Stop please. Yeah. You accept the belly rub? So basically it's dislocating, so almost like a sprain, but tearing all of your ligaments in your knee, or severely straining them to where you basically your knee's immobilized for several weeks. But I did it bad 2 times, to where I had surgery once, another time luckily it kind of healed itself without needing it. But Canadian, basically my really bad or I have a dog staring at me. My really bad illustration is your knee bending this way. Imagine it going that way. Yeah. Or just, yeah, basically dangling there. It's kind of disgusting. But that's enough about talking about my bad knees. Into the T-44-100 here, which coincidentally enough, there's another Russian premium coming out semi soon. I would say we're gonna see it in the patch coming after 9.20. More or less, it's gonna be modeled after. I think the name is like the STG or something. It's Tier 8 Russian premium. It's modeled after the other Russian medium line, so the rear-mounted turrets, very good frontal armor, very poor gun depression, and ease of use, but shaping to be up, or it's shaping up to be fairly interesting, at least. Don't know how good it'll be, but they're making two versions of it, basically like, say, like the Defender and Object 252U. Where one has like a cheesy little camouflage. Here we go. Almost missed our chance to take him out. This IS-3, both of them fire. Maybe they don't, but I'm still gonna go for it. I have a freaking eyelash stuck in my eye. The perils of streaming. No, I picked the wrong one here. I was gonna jump off there, but why not? What's the worst that can happen? Well, he noticed I was there, but unfortunately for him, that makes him the prime candidate to get shot first. Going down steep cliffs like that, all you do is you just hold reverse. As long as they're not like a perfect 90-degree angle or worse, you typically can go down without damaging yourself. You might break a track, but just hold reverse and your tank barely clings on. As long as you don't get any air off of the cliff, typically you're fine. Alright, I think my team's well enough here to where I don't need to sit on a cap for fear of potentially losing. As I say that, I just lost half my HP. Okay. Got myself a little spot here I'm content with. Uh-oh, Graham's the first one down. Really? HE for the win. I always carry some. Kinda wish I need AP. Never mind, I was like, I need APCR for him. HE wouldn't have knocked him out. Let's say, why'd you delete Gunner's thing there? Oh, that's why. I think he was joking, but yes, I am very glad. I don't have that problem. Alright, so we have a grind up next, I believe. Yeah, he said he had up to tier 9, but I'd like to hop back into this little fellow here. So we have a grind. After this is the VK3001D again. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I always forget that when I tip the dog. But thank you, thanks for reminding me. And thank you very much, Harmath, for the subscription. Hello, Sidbro. Nice to see you. Yeah. He's pretending to sleep right now, but he really just wants more biscuits. I definitely need coffee today with... Oh, this is how tired I am. Thank you very much, Soares? Oh, somebody bought the cotton candy. Thank you, Daniel, for reminding me there. Let me switch these. Here we go. Thank you for Ahiten for the subscription. I'm really bad at pronouncing names like that, but thank you very much. Oh, well, Frostbite, I did say I was streaming, you know, before I invited you, but it's all good. Typically, whenever I'm on, especially when I'm platooning, I'm always streaming. I don't think we're gonna get any spots here, guys. Yeah, we got one there. Thank you very much, B-Mavs, for the tip. Very generous. Thank you very much. He's done. I was trying to pop up there to see if I'd spot anyone through that little crack, but I was a little bit late for doing that. Yeah, a little bit late for setting up here, too. I don't know why that guy decided to stop there. Shit, I didn't want to auto aim. Ugh. I'm doing terrible this match. She knows I was joking. As far as job news for her, she will find out tomorrow, I believe, but she actually had a interview today where a second interview for the same job. She had to basically do a mock lesson for the interview. But more or less it's for this one job. Unfortunately, it's an hour away, but it's pretty much the only, really the places around us that she had applied to all decided that they're not hiring teachers. They switched all the positions to where they're not hiring new ones now. But it's down to her against basically 2 other people for this one position that she interviewed again with. So hopefully it all works out. If not, you know, it's not the end of the world. It sucks, but it basically pushes a lot of things back another year. Come on. Anybody want to come get a nice juicy AMX? You don't see many of these things. They really suck. Doesn't seem like anybody's biting. Maybe it's because the Type 4 pushed up. Come on. All I need you to do is to... Whoop. could have. He shot though. Enough of a window for me to hopefully get up there. Ooh, crap, that's not good. Moving any further up, I will die, so... Honestly, about incomes too, like, it's just something to where, no offense, but, like, it's not something that people typically ask one another. Nor do I do streaming and videos specifically for money. I have a very demanding day job for that, as evident by working 12 hours a day. I'm not really sure, Nice Cuppa. Honestly, I haven't seen Ryan since last night. I just texted her once today, you know. I don't see her until like 1 a.m. tonight, so... I know. Jobs are definitely iffy in this day and age. Specifically for us, though, it's weird. Like, we live on a peninsula. I'm gonna die. Oh well. Thanks a lot. AMX 1390. Sorry, little dog. I didn't mean to get your hopes up. It's just we live on a peninsula, so honestly, there's only one high school near us, and then everything is further north. So basically, you know, there's not a ton of options. But something will pop up eventually. We know specifically in the school I went to, the one that's 5 minutes from our house, not this school year, but the next school year coming up, there will be a position open up that she'd be pretty much perfect for. But unfortunately, we all died here. But I need to get focused again. Andrew, what would you like for the challenge? You purchased a challenge to Guru. I'm just a little bit, honestly, like, distracted during today's stream, just from the day I had. I'm just kind of, like, spent today. But I will say I'm not going to take any more tank requests. Not going to take any more tank requests after this, and I still have the ones to do that are already up here, though. Because come another half hour, I'm going to be soloing, so... But yeah, I hope she gets it. You know, it does kind of suck. It is an hour drive each way, so luckily it's an easy drive. It's just, honestly, two roads. She gets on one, gets off another. With how New Jersey's kind of set up, but yeah. Would I live there if it wasn't for the family business? Yes and no. Like, you know, we've talked about it before where, you know, Cape May is a really awesome place, honestly, to live. Like, we live in most people's, like, vacation spot in New Jersey. But it's somewhere, like, we don't plan on living here forever, especially with, it's controversial to talk about, whether you believe it or not, the whole climate change thing. It's like, honestly, we live on the highest part, kind of around the Cape May area, 26 feet above sea level, but between us and the rest of New Jersey, it goes down to like 8 feet, so we're gonna be on like a little island here eventually. But we don't plan on living here forever, just because, you know, it has its ups and downs of living here. So, but for this point in our lives, you know, it makes sense. That's why we bought a house, you know, a couple years ago, to where eventually we're not going to move super far away, but we'll move a little bit further north. Like, she grew up closer towards Philadelphia, still in New Jersey, but about 40 minutes away from here. So we'll probably pick somewhere in between here and there. That way we kind of have the best of both worlds. But for as bad as New Jersey gets for its reputation, like, I don't think we want to move away from New Jersey. Might get taxed to death, but it's a pretty nice place to live if you're in South Jersey. I wouldn't want to live in North Jersey. Let me just leave it at that. I need to swap over to a little bit of premium here. Really? You're gonna shoot at the little tier 6 here? Leave me alone. Okay, Centurion Action X for the challenge. Alright, so you purchased the one. I believe I've got to do... I'll do that next up. That challenge is I have to do 1.5 times, I believe, the HP total. I can't hit anything this match. Oh, Lord. Ah, nice. But yeah, you know, it's what she feels the same way, I feel like. She's just really busy right now, so it's a little stressful, but... Yeah, to me, a longer commute is workable if you enjoy the job more, and it's what you want to do. Like, luckily for me, I have a 15-minute drive most days. So... I'm just gonna stick with auto aim. Actually, does not make sense for me to stick with auto aim right here. It's a little funky sometimes, going over hills. Charge or not? Thank you for banning that, dude. Well, Andrew bought the challenge, so I will be doing the challenge up here. Yeah, thank you very much, Optimon, for joining in here. Yeah, I was gonna say, I kind of like basically where she's going, or if she even gets, you know, the job. More or less, it's actually where I went to college, basically down to like 5 miles away from where I went to college, and I commuted there 5 days a week. It's basically what she'd have to do. So where the drive's honestly boring, it's not hard, but it does allow you to think, so it has its ups and downs. But Alright, so Andrew purchased the Challenge the Guru here. I have to do 1.5 times the HP total of the Centurion Action X. Damage, assist, and blocked. All combined together. Well, yeah, honestly, it's probably a bot, John. It creates a new YouTube account, uses the same name, and just goes around to random live streams and posts the same thing over and over. That's what it seems like. How long to New York, Nice Cuppa? Basically the furthest away you can get in New Jersey. I'd say it takes us at least 3.5, 4 hours to get to New York. Hello, Heavy Metals. Nice to see you. I'm glad you understand about North Jersey. And hello, Dominic. I'd like to go to Canada someday. We do want to travel. We just won't be able to for a few years here. Mainly comes down to my job is I can't take time off during the restaurants when it's open until we go to basically like just weekends, stuff like that. Alright, so I have to do... I can't even do the math in my head right now, I'm so tired. Got to do a lot of damage and stuff. Thank you again, Grigsby, for the tip. Glad I could get a little bit better match there. Oh, Lord. Alright, 140. You went out a little bit further than you need to, so... Yeah, I'm not even gonna... I can't fight around the corner here. Well, no, it is banned. It's just looking at it. Like, I can see everyone who's banned now. It doesn't stop anyone from making new YouTube accounts with the same name. It's honestly... It happens to everybody. It's just a bot program, more or less, to where the person or bot, more or less, just spams channels, gets banned, makes another one, clicks on, you know, like all the top viewed streams, and rinse and repeat. Nothing they really can do about it, honestly. Uh-oh. Honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to get this challenge done. I have an E3 over here. That was really stupid of me. Here comes back up here. Oh, there's a 260. Really? You gotta shoot me? Granted, I did just kind of pull in front of him, but... Alrighty then. And 260's heading that way. LT 100's on my right, so I should be safe to... Maybe... I missed him. Honestly, a strange spot. I really need to get somewhere else because there's a JPZ 100. This is not good. Alright, LT 100. Please. Please leave me. I'm dead. Oh well. Congratulations on winning. Yeah. Honestly, tonight's a good night to do challenges because I'm like... I don't have a headache, but like in my... When you get tired and your head's just kind of like, I'm like out of it tonight. I won't, you know, I won't I won't lie. But congratulations, Andrew, on winning. So I'll give you some Levi biscuits here. Go. But, yeah, unfortunately that didn't work out. Alright, so we have a T-29 up next here for a tank request. I can't even find a T-29. Oh. It's alright, Andrew. Thanks for the challenge. I was trying my best there, it just wasn't working out. Honestly, I might actually not. Usually I stay up for Ryan. I might actually just go to bed right after this, to be honest. Well, after I go outside and release all my ladybugs. For anyone just joining in, yes, I have 3,000 ladybugs in my fridge. Don't ask. Thank you very much for tipping the dog. Take it to the extreme and move to Canada. I don't know if my family would like that. Plus, here you go, bud. Don't know how easy it would be for Ryan's teaching degree, which he's already getting moved from one state to another to transfer to a different country. So alright, I'm probably just gonna stick up here and hope for the best. Honestly, if I went to Canada, I'd probably, not to sound like a total loser, go to the area around Oak Island. I love that show. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. That's how zoned out. Usually I hit that shot. Tonight, I don't. Should be able to, there we go, pull that off once without being shot at too much. Any more than that and I'll definitely get plinked. So not the safest spot to do it, but if nobody's pointing at you, said it once last stream, if nobody's, you know, you can sit in the open, because honestly if nobody's aiming at you, you're not going to get damaged. But sometimes just going out in a spot nobody expects you to pop out from, it works. Now this is going to be a little bit more iffy, but I should be able to pull that off. It's just Artie is able to hit me with where I'm at right here. Go. Hey, stop begging. Honestly, actually starting out in Shattered Galaxy and a few other games I played getting into PC games when I was younger were with a bunch of Canadians, more or less. So it would not to say feel like home, but I'd kind of get some of the sayings, I feel like. Hello Tim, nice to see you. Honestly, I might have to let Levi outside real quick. He may want to go outside. Not to say I know the different whines of Levi, but to me that kind of sounds like I need to go outside real quick. Yeah, she's done private tutoring before. It does pay pretty well. Here in New Jersey, though, like, not to say teachers get paid extremely well in New Jersey, but if you stay at the same school for several years, you get paid pretty decently. New Jersey's a very good state to be a teacher. Most of the time. It's not perfect, but New Jersey, you know, some high schools are iffy. Like mine has kind of gone downhill as far as like academically, but New Jersey's one of the top states as far as public schooling goes. Hey, if there was a game to cause a Canadian to be rude, it would be World Tanks. Hello, Madalena. Nice to see you again. Pretty decent match here in the T29 now. Ah, really? Critical hit? I don't even know how I critted him, because I didn't even look like there was a chance for me to hit his track. He is not, no. He probably would have had it done if we had him for longer than this, but like he's not that it being chipped is terribly hard to do, but he's never gonna leave my side. Hello Poser, nice to see you. Alright, so we got a Mastery Badge First Class, very nice. High Caliber, Steel Wall. Pretty damn good match there. Let me add something into the loyalty shop here. But I will actually be back in a second here. Yes, I do think I need to let the dog out, so I'm gonna do a quick little giveaway. It'll only take me a couple minutes here, guys. I'm gonna start a raffle for 3 minutes here. Come on, little dog. You kept begging me. There we go. Hopefully that keeps him content there. Quick talk about me behind my back. Oh wait, you do have a tier 10. Sorry, Master. Yes, I can send you an invite now. We got an IS-7 up. I remember that song. Yeah, I can send you an invite, John, since I have a few more matches here before I start soloing. But thank you for the fights, Graham. We had a pretty good night, especially with winning. I think we won by far the majority of our matches here. Sorry for us, but pretty much I'm just gonna have about two battles, which congrats Andrew on winning the raffle. I have about 2 matches I'm gonna do here platooning, and then I'm on to soloing. I try to get as many people in as possible too. I only asked Graham just because you know you haven't played yet today, John. I'm gonna do the IS-7, and then I have any tank request, so I'll just randomly pick a tank, honestly. So, hey, you just got a biscuit. Stop it. He is like I think he needed to go out, but he is like he's in extreme begging mode. So uh-oh. Got myself stuck there. Yeah, I saw you type that, Master. I could, no offense, I can imagine that. Oh, Lord. What is it with me running into corners right now? But yeah, most, like, developed countries actually, like, birth rates are starting to drop, and not to say I can imagine Canada experiencing that problem, but Canada is in a fairly cold region, most of Canada, not all of it, but where I would assume that without immigration that they could have some problem with population. I'm not in a very good spot right now. Wanted to get one over. Want to be trading shots with a mouse either. Fortunately, our team's going with the camp the corner tactic here, which very rarely works. We're all basically in one little spot. I can't even push here, to be honest. Yeah. Shouldn't have one out here. Since we don't have anyone really in the center, the T-22 is going to have his hands full with tanks beneath him soon. The IS-7 right now isn't the... It's getting buffed quite a bit for a reason. It's not exactly the strongest tank. Especially when you're brawling against other heavy tanks. It does not stack up too well. Like, the gun isn't very accurate nor powerful. Armor's decent, but mobility's lacking a little bit. It's just... Yep, you know, you just missed a shot. Throw APCR, you're awesome. Again, APCR, it would have penned me, but standard, pretty much it can pen the same spots on the IS-7 that APCR can. I say I wish we got more snow, to be honest. Like, we get like nothing as far as snow count goes. They're a little bit more less freak outy, or less panicky I should say, nowadays, but I remember throughout like school, up until high school, they started to get a little bit less end of the world when we got snow. We'd get like an inch of snow and they'd cancel school here because the county just didn't really have many snow plows and stuff. So, but yeah, after this I'm gonna do one more match platooning. I'm just gonna pick a random tank, honestly. It can't be tier 7 to 9 though, unfortunately. So let me, whoops. Let me exclude them. Let me exclude low tiers too. Master does not have those tiers, so whoops. Randomly pick a tank here. I already played that. There we go. We got the Firefly. Close. I haven't played that, I think, for a little bit. Yes, it was Graham. Thank you very much for the fights. I'm not taking any more tank requests after this. Or after the ones I currently have. Basically, the stream usually ends at 9. I go a little bit longer on Mondays because I typically don't have to go into work tomorrow unless something pops up. Which hopefully it doesn't, because typically I don't get much sleep then. But anything after 9, I pretty much just pick random tanks and more or less grind tanks. It's one of the times that I actually get a little bit of grinding done, especially on a stream. Yeah, I won't be taking any other tank requests. Man, this dog is like staring me down. He's trying to make me feel bad, but I know he's not hungry. He definitely does not have a tapeworm in him either. I was very, not to say nice, but he just had his yearly test done about 2 weeks ago for any kind of like parasites and whatnot. I do not know. My best guess would be, I would say 2.5 weeks from now. It's about 9 o'clock right now, Paulo. Alright, we don't have any spotters, so that spot's useless. Randomly throw shots over here. Can't hurt. That guy's not able to spot me, so. Yeah, as far as 9.20, they're being very quiet about it. Honestly, I think wargaming's gonna end up with how the patches go, they were shooting for this one with all the rebalances to have the maps and everything in place. I have a feeling that we're going to see yet again Wargaming kind of switch up personnel again, because for as big of a company that they are, they're sure damn disorganized. Like, yeah. But they didn't like officially hype up the maps and everything, but they, for people that follow like World of Tanks news and stuff, they were talking about it for a very long time for coming basically in 9.20, the patch in August, so a little bit disappointing that we're probably not going to see it until, I would say, October at this point, if not even later, if they push it back again. All right. Kind of waiting, because that T-29 pushed on me once. I assumed that he was going to try again. Yep, there he is. Just the way that he's going around the corner, I can guess... Well, one would think I can just pat him in the side, but I guess not there. Oopsie daisy. That's not good. At least we've tracked each other. Because who will be able to kill... Yeah, if he kills me in this shot. Thank you, teammate. Time zones are always funky. Not specifically from my house, no, but you can see Delaware most days, yes, from Cape May. Especially at nighttime, but in the daytime you can see the outline of the trees and beaches. And if it's a calm day across the bay, you can see buildings. It's not very far away, so I really want to help you, ARL. There we go. Thank God that you were not on that side, because I would have shot you. It's actually kind of funny you said that, because Ryan's nephew, were at the bay with them not last week, the week before, and he could have swore that he could see Delaware. It was a cargo ship going up to Delaware Bay. He's like, Delaware's moving! Which Delaware is definitely not just the size of a cargo ship. Yeah. But yeah, especially like my family's hotel and restaurant. I went up there plenty of times, like for surfing, to check the waves. If you go up on the fire escape on the top floor, and just look out, you can see all the beaches of Cape May, because we're basically right in the center of the southern tip of the town, to where you kind of get a full 180-degree vantage point of all the beaches. You can definitely see Delaware from up there, no matter the day, as long as it's not like foggy. Not a bad match though, 1200 damage, 500 assist. I'll take that for today. Since I'm a little bit loopy today. Sleep deprived, I should say. I am a bit, honestly. I haven't gotten much sleep the past 3 or 4 nights. Typically, I can function on 6 hours of sleep, but I've gotten under 6 hours the past almost week at this point. Alright, I'm gonna start soloing at this point. Yep, not a bad match at all. Do not want to do them. But, gotta win. Yep, thanks for joining in for these last couple. I'll see you guys around. My next tank up is going to be an SPG. I'll finish the 2 tank requests here, and then I'm going to basically move to Canada. After that, I'm going to be grinding a lot of tanks, and I'll maybe throw in a tank here or there. Upcoming solar eclipse. I think they're interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to see it from where I'm at, to be honest. But I think stuff like that's cool. I have a lot of pictures from a lunar eclipse, but I've never seen a solar eclipse. Or no, yeah, I've seen one. I was younger though. Honestly, I saw there's like a meme or a screenshot of someone floating around. This lady was complaining that they were like holding a solar eclipse party, and the lady was complaining to reschedule it because kids go back to school like that weekend, the day after the weekend or something. That's what's wrong with America. Or not just America, but society. Alright, you're hiding behind a building. I can... Oh, no. You're moving. Holy crap. Props to you for moving, but I'm still gonna end up hitting you because you're the first one spotted. Screw it. I'm gonna take the frickin' building out. Where are you gonna hide now? Fortunately, I can't shoot there. He's probably like, shit. My cover is gone. Yeah. I need to get used to mid-tier arty splash since I'm not playing a tier 9 or 10 SPG. I'll aim for this guy. He's the largest tank up there. Missed by a mile. Nice to know that nothing's changed. I can't wait for Halloween, to be honest. We don't really do anything special, but I always buy a crap ton of candy and have like this gigantic box. So imagine, I don't even know how much we spend on candy, but everyone knows like what a milk crate is. So like 2 milk crates full of candy, and we just leave it on our front doorstep. Like we sit out there, but my neighborhood is like the place to go in our township, and usually I'm like, oh, you can pick like 4 pieces, but then as the night goes on, I'm like, just take as much as you think that not that you're worth, but you should have, or you should be allowed to take. And the kids like smile and like dive in. I always joke with Ryan that I'd rather give out a bunch of cheap candy to kids than have the kids like break something in our yard or like toilet paper it the night before for mischief night. Want to go there, AT8? Lucky for you, this thing can't hit anything. assume he's still there. I'll give it one more shot, but... Oh. Whoops, there's actually a tank right behind me. Awesome. Oh lord, you just gambled away 4 Levi biscuits. Oh god. What are you doing? Whatever you're doing, you're making it very hard for me to aim at you. So I guess it's working. Alright. I guess I should be... Not that I'm not focusing here, but I kind of feel bad. I was missing some shots where I haven't played Artie in a few sessions. I'm just kind of off on my times here. They could be sitting up in this little... What it feels like. Nobody's spotting anything though. I just keep chucking shells, especially in mid-tiers where the reload time isn't that long. Honestly, I really hope this guy does not die. He's really the only thing between us and them, which this is going to be risky me aiming all the way over here, but our poor SU-100Y is in a pretty tight spot. Yeah, direct hit him now. I do not, Paulo, no. Somebody actually gets moved on him. I'm gonna guess the T-25-2 did. I had to guess. I hate already aim when I screw it up. Hide SU-122. Or not. That's what I was afraid of, is our guy blading the dust here. See if we can get him out though. Awesome. I don't have time, Paulo, and none of the times would work for me. Like pretty much I just the only times I really play tanks is when I stream. Yeah. I think I am literally the only streamer that, or not to say the only streamer, but like I work about 50 to 60 hours a week in a kitchen to where I'm basically like tonight I'm like dead as far as like energy levels. Yeah, I don't have that much effort to be able to do competitive stuff anymore. I used to do it, but I don't find that part of World of Tanks that fun anymore. It's too much effort for not that much of a reward. It would be, honestly, you know, easier for me just to spend, you know, spend money to get gold or something. And I wouldn't get too much out of the competitive part. The T-25's back there. I took that guy out at least. And provided a little bit of cover, hopefully. And no, not for the M12. Yeah, to be 17 again. Granted, when I was 17, I didn't always work during the school year, but at least around the summer months I worked a minimum 40 hours a week. Or, yeah, about that in the summer, yeah. There's, you know, even though it's a family business, there was still the labor laws when it comes to underage workers, but I worked basically, like, I can see it for like social security stuff and whatnot. I actually looked back a few weeks ago and I forget what year I started working, but I believe I was 12 when it was, and I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I started working when I was 12. Or at least I think, yeah, it was 12. I don't know how exactly that worked, but that's the first year that showed up for, like, when I started paying taxes. It wasn't a lot of money, like it was a couple $100, but yeah. Alright, so I have the SU-85I up for my last request here. But I think my first year, my job was the Easter Bunny and maybe like Frosty the Snowman. And then after that it went in like bellhopping, parking lot attendant, dishwasher, busboy, stuff like that. It probably does poser, but yeah, when it comes to arty view, I'm just I like my quirky little aiming ways. Yeah, you know, different countries and even different states in the US are different. It's like here, very rarely do you see someone under the age of, I would say, about 15, 16 working. There's a lot of restrictions in place. To where, honestly, it's not really worth it for a business to hire them because they're not really able to work a lot. And usually kids aren't looking for jobs then. But once you hit 16, at least in New Jersey, and most parts of the US, it's really, you're almost like a normal worker, except for school days. No, New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own gas. You do every now and then, depending on the gas station, but if like the attendant's not there. Which people, like, honestly, I've only had to pump my gas twice in my entire life. Like, people make it out to be like some sort of weird thing. Honestly, like, I wait at most like a minute for a gas attendant to come over. Don't have to get out of your car. Yeah, it's honestly awesome. And honestly, the gas, granted, they did just raise the gas tax in New Jersey, but that's because our, not to get into politics, but Chris Christie, you suck. But gas isn't, it's usually cheaper here than if you go into Delaware or Pennsylvania. It's just because even though you're paying for someone to pump your gas essentially, gas stations actually save a lot on insurance because you take out the bunch of random people pumping gas. I always I always flash back to Zoolander, the scene from Zoolander when they're pumping gas. They like blow up the gas station. I'm just gonna sit here and take it. If he actually... Nah, I bounced. Well, this was kind of a crappy match, but unfortunately, a tier 5 TD doesn't really stack up very well against higher tiers. So, sorry for whoever had requested that. I'm gonna move along to grinds now, though. I really want to use this, but I don't want to use the 3-hour one when I might just be streaming for another hour here. Yeah, I shouldn't have sat there. I knew I was gonna die. I was hoping to track him, but I shouldn't have relied on that. I've played it a few times, the 85i. No. More or less, it's just a state law to where in New Jersey, every gas station's required to have at least one gas attendant. Like most places around here, there's a thing called Wawa. It's basically like the best thing ever. Look it up if you don't believe me. They have like 3, 4, 5 gas attendants on at a time, but basically, like I've pumped my own gas before at other gas stations, like random ones in Cape May. There's a couple small ones where the gas attendants sometimes aren't like out and they just leave a note like, you know, if you pay with a card, like no cash. But more or less it's just a law. The main reason I think it's behind is it creates a ton of jobs, honestly, like year-round jobs, and they actually get paid, not to say great, but like at least down here, like Cape May County honestly is the poorest county in New Jersey. Gas attendants start at, I believe, 13 bucks an hour. That for like a high school kid, or you know, just like an entry-level job, it's not that bad for this area for a year-round job. Plus, if you work at, because Wawa's like it's a chain, you get full benefits. You actually get like retirement, stuff like that, and healthcare. Where if they remove that, it would basically remove a crap ton of jobs from New Jersey. But honestly, I see no problem with it, because almost every gas station I've ever been to, whether it's dead of night, busiest time of the day, you're not really waning at all. And like I said, just from prices around New Jersey, if you go like a state over to Delaware or Pennsylvania, the prices go up in other states. It's actually cheaper here, even with having gas attendants. I'm like completely lost here. I definitely will, Paulo. I can get free XP it. Oh god. It's just I don't want to push up here, but if I don't, we're gonna definitely lose the north. Awesome. Granted, he would have died anyway. I say, you can try to push on me all you want, but you ain't getting around me, dude. Unless you track me again. But you're dead. You miss Wawa so much? Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Like, there's legitimately people around here that, like, live and die from Wawa. Oh god, I turned away from a bat chat 12T. This is not good. I just gotta Grin and bear it though, because if I start turning, the chances of him tracking me start to skyrocket. Well, yeah, the reason gas attendants get paid more here is they consider it a hazardous job. It's kind of funny, but more or less it's from just being near cars and breathing, I guess, fumes all day. But for people, you know, I've heard a lot, like, people making fun of people from New Jersey because we don't pump our own gas. To me, it's more of a good thing than a bad thing. I don't see any downsides from it. I would like to move somewhere else, but I'm gonna be in a very bad... I guess I can... I really needed to kill him. Oh well. At this point, I'm shit out of luck. No matter where I go. What bird is that? I have no idea. Gas? Oh lord. I haven't filled up my gas tank in like 2 months. Because I don't drive very far. Last I remember it being is... Good night, Mojo. Thanks for watching. I think it was like 220 here. And Ryan and I were in Delaware and Pennsylvania a few weeks ago. Or not a few weeks ago, about a month ago. And it was about 230 something there. I could be wrong now, but honestly, not to say I don't look at the price of gas, but all the gas stations around here are basically within a penny or two of each other, so... But basically, as far as the price around here, talking about gas on stream, we're more or less just barely beneath the other states around us right now. We used to always be about 20 to 30 cents cheaper, but they bumped it up. They have a gas tax like 24 cents last year to pay for all of our crumbling roads and bridges that our glorious governor decided to pillage the fund of. But yeah. Hello, Backwoods. Nice to see you. Yeah, honestly, Ryan's usually the one that fills up gas, to be honest, because I can probably drive to and from work and not have to fill my car up for about 3 months. Because I don't really go out anywhere else. She's usually the one where, like, once a week she's driving, like, up to where she grew up, and or like somewhere for school, stuff like that. Oh god. It might be worth it for me to take the SPG out. No. Was it worth it, Lorraine? Really? I really wanted to kill that SPG though. Itchy. Pretty much, Carl. Yes. That's life though. New Jersey needs it though, like just within like 30 minutes of me there's I don't even know how many bridges. I was reading something in a local newspaper. something like our area needs like $200 million for bridges that are considered technically unsafe, to where they keep just like patching them. It's a little terrifying, but there's no money for it, so it's a little scary. Did end up causing that Artie to die. That's a lot of money to fill up a gas tank. I remember those days. That's when I was commuting to and from college, and it was god awful freaking expensive. Ugh. Don't remind me. And I was driving a car that got like, I think it was like 9 or 10 miles a gallon. It was bad. So bad that the gas attendants freaking knew my name. I needed to get gas every other day. Pop goes to 263. I know, who does metric? Honestly, I think the US probably should. It would make things so much easier, but not aiming at me, so I'll go for it. That Scorpion G is running. Don't blame him though. Actually gonna go this way. Even though the Scorpion G... Where's this Oho? Oopsie daisy. Calm down, little Chinese dude. I guess keep hearing the crew voices. Hello, Jacob. Nice to see you. Pretty decent match. I'm at 5 kills so far. That was a bad shot. I should be fine getting across here. Seeing which way he was gonna go. Playing merry-go-round with the Emil 2. Go, got my 6th kill. Artie's back there. Oh, I don't like getting into politics, but my rule of thumb is, I don't know. I always look at things with a clear and unbiased mind, because I really don't care for labels. Got a Master Band 2nd class, got a Orlix medal, and a Top Gun award. Not a bad match for the WZ-132A. Not a ton of damage. I was a little filthy kill stealer, but I'm completely fine with that. Alright, so let me... What else am I grinding? WZ-111, 1.4 here. The 88 wasn't bad, but more or less 105 still better, because the higher alpha wins out over the higher DPM. Jacob. But they're both, yeah. Usually higher alpha is better to go with than the DPM, if they're within reasonable amounts. Yeah. Honestly, when you look at... I like reading about a bunch of stuff. When you look at, like, basically take, like, chicken. Like, I know you guys are talking about gas, but it's actually legal for places to basically take chicken from the US, ship it over to, say, China to basically slaughter, clean, and then export it back here and sell it as basically, you know, US chicken. A lot of places do it because it's cheaper for them to do it than to frickin' do it here. Which is scary. It's terrifying. It's a waste of frickin' resources, in my opinion, too, but the world we live in. Type 4 looks like he's gonna push. I was kind of hoping he was going to push. I wonder who spotted me. I'm sure I'll find out here soon when they frickin' blast me. Not awesome. Kind of running out of help on my right side, so this is not good for me. Save me, dead corpse. Let's see if this IS-3 tries this again. Let's say my team kind of ditched me. Awesome. Thank you, 183. I was like, I'm actually a little scared here because they all went elsewhere. Thank you for banning that guy. Well, R183 should be fine. I don't know how I just blocked. I guess it hit me on the gun. I'm going to need to run away though. Alright, so the team back situated behind me. Ooh, Lord. Just... my team's putting a lot of their eggs in the basket that they are going to push down this one route, which they did, but they did further back, which we need people down here, to be honest. Sitting all behind me, I appreciate it, guys, but shooting that far away isn't a surefire thing. Yeah, and our 183 is dead now. I'm gonna let him fire first because there's that little... I wanted to try to help you, 183, but I'm kind of out here alone. Even though I have people sitting behind me, technically I am alone. Alright, so I'm gonna The hell with it. Never mind. This was a bad choice. I was like, I'm gonna push out here. What's the worst that could happen? There's a girl 15 sitting there and a 704. I thought they'd head south. So right now we really need these guys to push. Because they're just gonna push right up through the south here and basically rip us apart if we don't hurry up. Yeah, we need our 3 guys to take them out. Yeah, their girl got by me. That's unfortunate. Alright. I need to hope this 704 isn't behind me, but he probably will be. Just a 704 on our team can't fend off both sides, unfortunately. Crap, and I missed. Oh, I missed that one frickin' shot, which... yeah, I'm screwed now. I'm not going to be able to bounce him again. Gotta go for it. I got one more shot's worth of damage on him. But I was definitely going to die by the 704 again. Alright, so our girl 15 has either went AFK or has quit. I'm actually curious. The girl 15 is back now. Yeah, why do you say the... I don't think the goal's going slow this month. Because they were 78% through it, and it's only the 7th. Alright. This might take longer than I'd like. Because I'd like to get in some more matches here. I would like to get in some more matches than this specifically. But I'll be streaming, you know, for about another 30 minutes here, give or take a little bit. Like I said a little bit earlier in the stream, tomorrow, don't be surprised, I may hop on for kind of like an unscheduled stream. It might be for... it's a game called Shatter Galaxy. It's a really old game. I'll have to see if I can figure it out, but I might hop on for a little bit of that and kind of dink around there. And yeah, just don't be surprised if you see me hop online. Because typically I don't stream on Tuesdays. See, Paulo. I'm kind of almost at that point too. My body is screaming to me to go to bed. I'm at least going to finish out my personal reserves here. Levi's already kind of beat us all to bed here. He's given up whining. Don't know why I decided to go to the hill on this thing. It's usually not a good idea. And something without... well, not that this is slow, but something without a turret's a little hard to fight up here. So if things don't go exactly your way, because you can get flanked from 2 ways, and people can push on you and just get right behind you, and by that point you don't have a ton of backup, it's really iffy. which our lights really need to not push. It's exactly what they did too. Thank you very much, Object 140, for the tip. Why are you sitting in? Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, my lights are running away. That's not a good thing to do. Yeah. It's exactly what you want to do. You want to run away to where we're all scattered now. You made a bad situation even worse, and yeah, it's just people. Yep, figure that was gonna happen. Honestly, the map selection on this thing has been a bit iffy tonight. I've gotten a lot of maps that just blow for a tank like this. Yes, he is the Crusader. He was trying to help the hill. I'll give him credit. Yeah, he was a little bit dumbfounded where he should have went there. Even though I guess nobody's on the hill anymore, from the looks of it. Our Black Prince should be able to fend off at M41. Should. Doesn't mean he will, but he has not killed the light tank yet. This is a big gamble here for me, but we need something. Really? Leave me alone, Artie. Yeah, I'm dead. I tried, and go figure, no one else on my team pushed up, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I was definitely gonna die, but alrighty then. Hey, we won Rowenberg though. Awesome. Let me hop into also grinding this little fellow. Since it's getting towards the end, I'm gonna do another raffle here. It's gonna 5 minutes, exclamation point raffle, to join in on it. Just in case, you know, it's getting late for some people here. Let's see. I'll enter it and see if I win. Levi, please give me the raffle winning. So, or please allow me to win the raffle. Looks like there's a little bit of a following behind me. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe I didn't even damage myself. Holy hell. That worked out just as planned. It was my goal to delay myself, come right up behind this AMX 1357, almost flip myself over again, and steal the kill. Just if you guys were wondering, that's, you know, a really viable tactic there, so. Oopsie daisy, I need to run away from that. Panther M10, no, yeah. Let's say, he actually has a much better gun than you do. Do not sleep on tier 10 or tier 9 lights. Oh, I know. I'm well known for my driving. Not. Alright, guys. You guys got this, right? Right? No. How about that driving? Take that for those of you making fun of me. I don't do good when there's slippery ledges, okay? Thank you very much, Low-Key, for the subscription. Oh, there's a Chivery. That was a pretty epic move I did there, okay? I even had an assist from our 1375. What, the gun on this? It kind of does if you're referring to that. Alright, if there's only one of those, I'd pop around. See what happens. He just got plinked by something. Alright. Get him out. Hopefully tomorrow, Randall. I do have that. Hopefully I'll be able to get to that tomorrow. Especially because it's gonna be a little crappy out tomorrow, so I won't be doing as much yard work as I usually do. Track this guy a couple times, rake into the assist damage. That's how, honestly, not that I am padding here, but that's how you get marks of excellence if you're struggling to get the last couple percentages. Track people, and assist damage counts the same as damage, so. Let's say nice couple. I have something that rivals the IS4 front flip. I just need to record it, so. Got a mastery badge first class. Our T-30's definitely got quite a bit of damage for us. But thank you very much, AMX 1375. I couldn't have done it without you. Alright, let me add that into the shop there. Eh. Alright, you're gonna blacklist me? I'm gonna blacklist you. Thank you very much, Capruski. Hopping back into this little guy here. Congratulations, Victor, on winning the raffle. Paulo, as far as being a mod, every now and again I'll add them on if I feel like, you know, we need more, but more or less it's just a lot of the guys they've been here since the beginning and, you know, haven't acted immature or anything, so. But I'll probably wait until YouTube's going to be rolling out a pretty big update for YouTube gaming and streams, opening up sponsorships. So essentially kind of like Twitch, to where people could say, kind of like Twitch subscriptions, to where someone can sponsor a channel for like $4 a month, and it opens up custom emojis, blah blah blah, a bunch of other stuff too. Once that happens, I'll probably fiddle around with, because it'll add in a bunch of options for the stream, reevaluating the moderator stuff. As of right now, though, I think I have like 14 or so, so I was just thinking in my head, are you an APCR person or not? And yeah, this is gonna be very, very short-lived here, looking at what's in front of me. Yeah. I'm gonna be working on them soon. It's up to you guys, though. They're basically custom emotes are unlocked based off of how many sponsors you have. So you start out with 1, then you go up to 2, 3, for every, it's like 5 sponsors, and then it starts jumping up the more you get. Yeah, I need to move. I'm not going to be able to move with my HP now. All you see is blue? What do you mean by that? Someone on my team with 999 ping? Was it you, or... Are you making fun of someone's driving? Me? This little bugger. Yeah. I shouldn't have turned there. That was dumb. I honestly need to stop. I need to stop playing that tank for tonight, to be honest. Let me hop into the Leopard Proto here. Okay, the moderators. Yeah. I was thinking about Labobo, but that map, like, I know people always sit in the back and snipe from a distance, but it drives me insane if I do that, because I wouldn't have had any shots there. Maybe on the M103, but that's pretty much it. Until my team died. I'd rather die and move on, to be honest. Oh, okay. I didn't see that in chat. Well, hopefully. My plan is I'm gonna make... Like, I can put them up on Discord, the emotes. I plan on trying to at least make 5 to begin with. Some Levi-oriented ones, maybe some chef stuff. Who knows? Ugly Christmas sweater. I just have to... It's difficult for me. I'm not the best Photoshopper, but you only have a certain amount of pixels to work with, to where I'm pretty good at Photoshop, but with small images as far as pixels go, I'm not the best at making them. But I should get it down here. I was fiddling around last week, and this week should be better. Yes and no, Randall. For anyone, like Rich has been to Cape May. I didn't see him today, but or at least maybe he was here earlier. But Cape May, you drive like 10 miles an hour through the town in the summer. It's just god awful. Somebody was walking when they shouldn't have across a crosswalk, like it said don't walk. The guy was like 90 with a frickin' walker. I had to wait 2 traffic signals for the guy to get across the street. But drivers, I'm terrified driving, to be honest, because people drive like idiots everywhere. Like I go a little bit over speed limit, but I'm not crazy. But like, I feel like people are like intentionally trying to run you off the road. I have the AT-15A, not the AT-15. Unfortunately, I'm not taking any more tank requests today. Sorry, Adam. If you'd like, the next stream I could play it. I'll be streaming Wednesday coming up and also Thursday. But I only have the AT-15A. I don't have the Tech Tree AT-15. I do, Victor, yes. If you... Basically, with the Amazon affiliate stuff, if anyone buys stuff through Amazon and you want to support me, you just click through my links. There's some in the video description below. It doesn't work for every country. I try to set more up as I get access to them. But you either click through the links in the video description below here, or I have basically on most pages on WoTguru.com, you'll see basically little ads at the bottom of pages. I only put them on the bottom so they're out of the way, like referring people to like tank models and stuff on Amazon. If you click through them, it works the same way, clicking through on them. Where basically if you purchase something within a day, or from that specific click through, I get a very small percentage of it. At no cost for you. I do have the E100, yes, Adam. But again, this is at the end of my stream here. I'm just finishing up a couple grinds. I'm not taking any specific tank requests. Hopefully you understand. It's been a very long day for me. I've been up since 4 a.m. Where usually it helps if I finish streams with tank grinds. Less pressure of me trying to get a good match for a tank request. Huh, I'm glad I got you interested in tanks, Kappa. John found the new command. I'm trying to make commands for frequently asked questions. I need to link that fact list too, but I need to create a page for it because it won't let me link directly to it. Yeah, usually, Adam, the way that my streams work is I always take tank requests every stream. However, typically they fill up in like the first at least 30 minutes. Tonight it was a little longer because I streamed for 3 hours instead of 2. But yeah, I always take tank requests, and I typically play almost always I play viewer requests, and I throw in a few grinds here or there. But yeah, usually like the last, at least Mondays, like the last half hour of the stream, I try to mix in tank grinds, or else I'll never get any new any new tanks to play. I'm very lucky here. You'll get annexed. But yeah, typically to request a tank, I have a Discord for the stream. If you go over to Vancouver.com, there's a little thing you click on the left side for the instant invite. But if you type into public chat, I'll give you permissions and you can request things before any stream and I'll get to them. Or if you're, you know, here at the beginning of a stream, they typically fill up pretty quickly. Unfortunately, this time of the year, in the summer, I work a crap ton to where I only can stream, you know, a couple hours most days. And once the fall reaches, and especially the winter, I'll be able to stream more. And most of my streams end up being 3 hours long, and I can do a lot more. Yes, Adam, I'll actually save that. I can save a tank request now. Since I more or less use a word pad to display him up here. No, he turned. I just dove in there because what the hell, I just spotted him, so. Yes, I do agree, Randall. 1 per stream has definitely worked out pretty well. But the hell with it. You've been pretty cool and understanding, Adam. I'll actually play the E100 right now for you. Because I kind of got the doubles done I needed to, so. I don't like getting political. It's probably going to be a very bad joke. Which, thank you for the subscription, Adam. But, I don't even know if Canada has a ton of golf clubs, but why would Donald Trump want to annex Canada? Because, to me, there's not much golfing going on up there. Seems to be high on his priorities. Mainly making fun of that because he's coming to New Jersey for 2 weeks. I'm glad I'm nowhere near there. We've had a few politicians, like big names or like celebrities, show up in Cape May, and it's like, oh, it's a madhouse. Honestly, Taylor Swift grew up around here, and she comes to visit typically in September. And when she's here on like Facebook, all my friends are like, oh my god, we saw her at blah blah blah, and like everyone's driving around to see her. It's like, leave the poor little girl alone. I know she's not a little girl, but you know what I mean. Hello, Mario. Nice, Clint. E100 platoon with only HE. That would be pretty awesome. Whoops. I don't know why I just clicked there. Oh, this is probably gonna be my only it's probably gonna be my last match. I barely can talk. I'm just I'm at the point where my eyes are actually hurting, and usually I don't get that way. Glad I wiggled a little bit there at the end. And I do have to remember I gotta release my ladybugs. Always keep your turret a little bit angled in this thing. Oh, yeah, I've been tired since about like 9 AM this morning. I start feeling it. Usually I'm not that way. I'm still young, so I usually can go with working hard in the middle of the summer, but I just hope I'm not getting sick because I've felt beat up the past few days here, more so than usual. Really already hit me at the last freaking second there. I think I whiffed on him. My OCD didn't allow me to buy an LED monitor. I had an LCD from when I first built my first gaming PC to where I had to get the same size and type monitor or else it would drive me bonkers. Really? Again? I missed him again because Artie hit me right before I freaking shot him. Oh my god. And I'm dead. Well, that's what you don't do in the E100 because it's a little bit squishy. And I pushed out there like an idiot. And this E3's probably gonna die too. Oh well. Well, I got about 3,000 in my fridge, Adam, so I'm sure there's a mix of both. They're all about to descend upon the aphids I have destroying my garden. But, it's enough politics for today's stream, but this is going to be my last match. I'm going to wait until the end, unless it takes all 11 minutes. Thanks again for watching, guys. Thank you very much for the tips as well, and the new viewers. Like I said, I may pop on tomorrow. Don't know when, or if I will. If I do, though, it might be a pretty interesting stream to watch. I'm going to try to stream the first MMO game I ever played, Shattered Galaxy. At least kind of just pop on and give a look at it. Don't know if I'll actually be able to play a real match in it, depending on who's online, but we'll see. This is starting to go downhill for us because we have some campers back here and they're getting outspotted. When you have full HP tanks at the end of a match like this, you got yourself a problem. But usually I'd do a raffle, but you know, I just did one a few minutes ago. Hopefully Levi's up for going outside. Typically he is, though. But yeah, thanks for bearing with me, guys. I'm really beat tonight. So hopefully, I really hope these guys can win, but I'll try, John. Really, it all depends on tomorrow. I forget when exactly Ryan works. It depends on that. But I think if I do, it'll be more towards the evening, so I don't think it'll be early. I plan on sleeping a lot tomorrow. Last Tuesday I had to get up at 5 a.m. after going to bed at like 1, so I'm not going to do that again. I don't have anything time sensitive. Well, Adam, potentially. I don't think I'll be online, no. I might be online a different game, but not World of Tanks. Typically, you know, I stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Sunday and Mondays. I'm usually online those days, typically. Otherwise, I may be on like a Friday, but I don't have a ton of time midsummer to hop on otherwise. But anyway, thank you again for watching, guys. It was a pretty fun stream, even though I'm pretty tired here. Unfortunately, we lost this match. I probably lost some, yeah, 37,000 credits. Oh, ammunition on this thing is not cheap. He actually passed out. I think whenever it's raining out, he kind of gets all gloomy because he can't go prance around without getting. If he gets wet, he has to like groom himself. So, but anyway, see you guys. Thanks again for watching. Have a very good night or a good day, depending on where you're at. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.